we're weekly vlogging. I think I'm just gonna pick up whatever I feel like picking. It might end up being new releases. The first book I'm picking up is a new release. I'm picking up the new Rachel Harrison called Plain Nice. I've been putting this off for a little bit. I keep putting it on my TBRs. I've had an arc of it for a while, and now's the time. I finally feel like I can pick it up and read it and be excited, and I'm actually 30% into it. Rachel Harrison has been so hit or miss for me. Black Sheep by her was one of my favorite books, like one of my favorite horror books the year I read it. 5 stars, thought it was incredible, but every other book I've read from her out for backlist since then, I haven't loved. Even last year's new release I didn't love. So I felt like this was like one of my final tries to give Rachel Harrison another go. Like, was Black Sheep just like a one-off book, or is there potential for me to love more from her in the future? I think there's potential. I'm really enjoying Play Nice right now. I'm 30% in. We're following our main character whose mom dies, and she inherits this old house from her mom that she didn't know her mom still had, that her mom wrote a book about because they all said the house was haunted, and she grew up in a haunted house, and there's this whole story that she doesn't remember and she's never read. And so as an adult, she has decided to renovate this house, and at this time she's decided to read the book for the first time and see what actually happened, and she's living in this house kind of while she renovates it. It kind of gives Black Sheep mixed with Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. It's a little more campy than Home Before Dark, and it's a little bit more like female centered. Like, there's a lot about like our main character and her grief and her trauma and things like that, which is I think what Rachel Harrison is really well known for. Her like woman horror, like her pink horror elements, I think are really appreciated in a lot of her stories. So far I'm vibing. We're kind of just got to like the house part. It has a pretty big setup, but I don't mind that when I care about the character, and I seem to care about this character right now, so that's exciting. I'm overall just like having a really good time, and I'm happy that this is actually my first book I'm picking up of spooky season. I don't have a lot of time to read too, so it's really nice that it's something I'm enjoying, because if you didn't know, I'm in a new spot. We bought a house. I think I've made that pretty clear, and we are renovating it, and so I've been here doing some measurements and working a little bit today. I'm hoping to take you along a little bit while we renovate. I think Nick and me are heading to Home Depot this afternoon to go grab some things. I'm hoping I can start priming my library soon. There will be like a library working, like renovate my library video with me, I think. Oh, I hear Nick's horn. It's weird that this place is our own. This is not where the couch is gonna go, but this is our fireplace upstairs. The couch is just kind of thrown in a random spot currently. We actually got this couch for my parents. It's the one from the basement. My parents decided to let it go and get a new one, and it was perfect timing for us because we got to keep it for our house. It's not my favorite couch, not a forever couch for me, but yeah, you're moving out, you buy a house, you're broke. You take what you can get sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with this. Hello, Nicholas! But we've gotten some stuff done. Would you like to come say hi to the vlog?
Cassidy's abusing my labor.
I'm abusing your labor?
This is the face of a depleted man.
I told you to take last night off. Someone didn't listen to me. This man does not know how to stop.
Just things that gotta be done, they gotta get done.
Yeah, but you keep adding things to the list that can be done a little bit later.
No, you're the one. We need to move in. I need to get in.
Yeah, I need to move in now, which means I just need to like finish the painting stuff, but you keep adding little things that we don't need to be doing until we moved in.
No, but it's like if we're doing this, we might as well do this too, because it's done at the same time.
No, because I leave in like 2 weeks and I would like to live in my house for a bit.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen. We're getting there slowly. It's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I also do not know what you're looking for.
octagon covers.
Octagon covers?
Yes, octagonal covers. But they're round actually, but they're called octagonal covers.
Who come up with that?
Because actually, technically, the box is octagonal.
Okay, I'll give them that. For what?
In the roof, you said there was some things that need to be... You filming me?
Yeah.
Cassie's pushing me to the edge, and I'm about to jump. Is that allowed to be said? Because that's how I feel. Cassie's actually not doing anything to me. I'm just overstimulated.
Nick
and
has
I'm
to
running on like 4 hours of sleep throughout the entire week.
We're making too many decisions. My decisions I've made. This is our paint color. It is different than all of these, even though
We decided on handles. That took us like 2 days to do too.
Did we decide on handles, or did I decide I didn't want to decide and we already owned these?
That's pretty much what happened.
We decided on handles, and then we also did decide on, I don't know if you can see, it's really dark. We're doing black plugs in the kitchen. benefit of having an electrician boyfriend. And so that's the dilemma right now, if we do these in the bathroom as well. Look at the floor that was underneath. I actually like that floor better, but...
Me too, but what if it
yeah,
is wrecked somewhere?
We're not committed to redoing the floor if we have to.
Yeah, I'm just scared that they're gonna have a damaged part somewhere. And then we're screwed, dude. Now, I have to take this wallpaper off first. It's going much easier now that someone told me to make it wet. Kind of satisfying.
That one looks really nice. We got new windows installed that look like this, and so we're gonna match all of our trim to that. So we're taking this off so we can paint. Every video is just you doing work and me recording you.
Thank you, Cassie.
I've been here. Oh, don't do that. So that's how I stepped on a nail as a kid. I don't like that. That scares the shit out of me. Literally almost steps on the nail. If we have to go to the hospital, it fucks up our renovating time. 8-hour wait.
I'm going to the hospital for a nail in the foot. I think I am.
Mr. Covers with Cassidy?
Tell me if I'm gonna step on a nail. Hulk smash.
The first room is painted one coat. It still needs another coat. Look at it. Yes, I'm a basic, boring bitch, but like, I just think white gives you a clear palette to do whatever the fuck you want with like all the furniture and bring in like warm, cozy tones and patterns and stuff in furniture. So we have a nice white room now. It's technically off-white. It's like a warmer tone. It's technically this one. This is like a really big white, and then there's this one. Greek Villa by Benjamin Moore. We went with Soju White by Sherwin-Williams. And I personally really like it. I think Nick's a little unsure about it. I have read a lot of things since last time I talked to you. I've just been grinding in here. Today was a really big painting day. I spent the day priming our master bedroom, so that's this. I need another coat of primer, but it has to like sit overnight, and then another coat of primer, and then we can paint it. So that's nice. And then we have 2 rooms upstairs, so Nick's office, and then this room, which we don't know what we're doing, but I was cutting in with the primer. This room still has some sanding and some mudding that needs to be done, but listening to an audiobook while you paint really gets things done. You really end up reading a lot. I actually finished Play Nice last night. So I had to start a new audiobook this morning, but I just like wasn't prepared to like sit down and vlog and tell you all my thoughts on Play Nice. So I will do that probably tomorrow when I get home and like have a second to myself and a second to like think. Also, if you hear banging, Nick is up on the roof right now. But I decided to start Horror Movie, which is my first book by Paul Tremblay. I'm actually like 60% in. I have a lot of thoughts on this one. I think the audiobook was the wrong way to go for me, which is pretty common. I tend to like physical reading a lot better, but I also just needed an audiobook, and I appreciate what this audiobook is doing, but sometimes I feel like what it's decided to do is like weird. Also, why am I holding wet paper towel? It's from paint. Sometimes I feel like the repeating of lines and stuff, although it is like a table read, and so people are like stumbling over their lines so they have to repeat them, and I understand that and I can appreciate the creative thought process behind that, especially someone who was a drama kid and like read table reads and stuff. Listening to it audiobook wise, sometimes it just like took me out of the story, especially when they said the line like 7 times. That's an exaggeration, but there was once or twice or 3 times where it was like 4 times, and I was like, I didn't need it that many times. So like I can appreciate that, but I think I didn't love that. I also feel like it's a little slow for me. I don't understand the horror aspect of it currently, but I appreciate like the film aspect of it. So like I'm liking it and I'm engaged in the story for like the filmmaker in me, because there was a while where I wanted to be a director. I actually almost went to school for it. I thought it'd be really cool. When I'm watching TV or movies, I like to see how things are filmed and where they like put things so that you know like there's a jump scare coming and things like that. I think that is so fucking cool. So I appreciate that aspect, but horror wise, I'm like, I'm not scared, and I'm also not scared for our characters, which are the 2 things I want one or the other of from a horror book. Like I either want to be scared or I want to feel so tense and scared for the characters. Like scared is also the wrong term. I just want to feel like disturbed or like something bad is happening or like creeped out, like, you know, like those kind of vibes. And I'm not getting that from this book horror wise, but I am still engaged with the story. So those are my first thoughts. But I probably will finish it. I have a feeling tonight is just going, or tomorrow, whatever next vlog is going to be just like an info dump of both the 2 books as I finish them. So I'm sorry for that, but that's kind of what housemaking has done. But I'm very happy how much progress I made today. As I said, Nick is up on the roof. You can't see him, but he's like up there. Our roof needs some like tar added to it. We do need to get a new roof, but it's becoming winter, so we can't do that this year. But like new shingles. Actually, we're going metal though. Also, yes, we're just on my phone because I'm at the house. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'm doing. And then I think I might go home soon and eat dinner, but also Nick is bad at taking breaks, so there's that. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you guys to see, like, these are our front windows. They're fucking massive. And we get the most stunning sunsets because we face west. And so like just out this window, you can just see the sunset. And I think it's so beautiful. And our lovely double doors. My body was apparently not made for a construction zone. It is falling apart on me. If you watched my last vlog, you know that I scratched my cornea and that was a whole thing. So now my cornea is healed and now my throat feels like sandpaper. And I'm blaming the house. I'm at least holding hope right now that I'm not getting sick. It's just from being in this dusty house, breathing in those chemicals, breathing in the dust and like the sand because we've been sanding the walls down. That's what I'm hoping for, but like, God, it hurts. A lot of tea in my future, a lot of throat lozenges. I don't have time to be sick right now, so it has to be that. Like I literally will put it to my willpower that that is what's happening and I will just like heal in a couple days and tomorrow I won't wake up coughing and sniffly and all of that, even though I'm pretty sure that's not. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. My body just knew. It's been overworked, that's probably why. But I have a lot to talk to you about. Oh, the book! I need to go grab a book. I'll be right back. I obviously liked Play Nice because I purchased it and I really, really like the way it looks against Black Sheep because it's like a purpley color and then this one is pink and they carried like this speckled detail. Like Black Sheep, I don't know if you can see, but it's like speckled on the cover and they did that with this one too. I don't own any of the other ones, so I don't know if they do it in all Rachel Harrison books or not, but I really like that they feel like they match each other and these feel like sister books to me. The only thing I don't like is when their spines are together. These don't match up, which I thought would be cooler if they did, and then they swapped these things, which I think it would be okay in my brain if like technically if like every other book by Rachel Harrison came out and it swapped. I thought that would be cool, but I don't think that's what's happening here, but that does kind of suck. But I do think that these look so nice together. I ended up giving Play Nice 4 stars. That's actually also the star rating I apparently gave Black Sheep. I still like Black Sheep better, I think, but this one did really, really work for me. And if these books were sisters, then these books are cousins, and these are also, this is a 5-star read for me, a book I loved. I think these are really comparable to each other because one, they're both haunted house stories, but in a less traditional style than your typical haunted house. I think the real purpose of both of these stories is the metaphor the house is, and it is a metaphor for toxic relationships and trauma and things like that, and helping our main characters perceive those elements in their life and things like that. They're both choosing to stay in a haunted house. It's not like they bought this house and then it's haunted. They both like, well, they kind of do. too, but like in this one, she's bought her first house and she decides that she's gonna just live in it while it's haunted. This one, she grew up in a haunted house and she decided to go back there and figure out the mysteries. There are so many things that are comparable in these, but really I think it's the actual like goal of the story that I think makes them cousins. It's a story about your personal relationships and things like that, and the haunted house is just an element to show those things. It's not your typical haunted house story, and I think that Play Nice really hit that out of the park for me. Obviously September House did. I read this last year, 2 years ago. I don't know anymore, but I love this book. I think Play Nice is also really gonna grow on me because of how much it says in its messages. There's so much in this, because not only is this, wow, she's gonna renovate this old house and figure out everything about her mom because her mother died and she never really got to know her mom. She was forced away from her mother as a young age by her father and her siblings and like the court. And her siblings were old enough to remember and have like a lot of memories, but she wasn't. And so when her mother passes away, she is dealing with her grief in a way that the rest of the family doesn't agree with. And I think there's a whole story about that and how we all handle grief differently. We all handle our experiences differently, because she is grieving her mother, where her siblings and her father are like, why are you grieving her? Like, she was awful. She didn't care about us. She did all these things to us. But she doesn't have those same memories of her mother. And so it's like an interesting conversation in the story about those things. And I feel like everyone can relate to this in some ways. We all experience life so different, and what you take from a situation is not what I take from a situation. But then sometimes we expect people to have the same situations as us. I feel like with family drama, it's very, very similar to like one sibling feeling very different than the other siblings. I definitely could relate to so much of that, especially all like the family drama and stuff. I always love stories with siblings in it, and I think at the core there is a really good sibling story in this about love and hatred and trauma and loving and hating someone, which is such a valid feeling, about having your world switched around, having new things come about people and showing like a new light to them, and that doesn't change how you felt about them or your experiences before about them, but it might change your experiences moving on and things like that. There's just so many deep metaphors in this. This is not your typical like scary haunted house getting in there and just like being scared. I think it's very light on the haunting, very light on the horror, but the horror comes in other elements about like, can you trust your own brain, which also this does. Like, can you trust what you're seeing? Can you trust people around you? Will they validate you or will they think you're crazy? Things like that. And I just thought this was really, really well done. It has the campy humor of Black Sheep in my opinion. It has the family drama of Black Sheep, which is why I think that these are also sister books. I think the main characters would have really gotten along, to be honest, in these, and I really did enjoy that aspect of it so much. I really, really, really did have a good time with this one. I think it will really, really grow on me. I could see myself in a year. I think I talk about Black Sheep like it's a 5-star read, and I think I could see myself talking about this like it was a 5-star read. Sometimes things like this really need to sit with me before like they really catch up. I know I gave September House 4 stars originally, and I did literally bump this one up after like a month. I was like, I think that this was so different, so unique, and I loved this so much. And I just feel like these are very similar. I think all three of them are like more literary, but in a way that I love. They discuss grief, and I think a lot of family trauma in these. I think maybe family trauma is something for me. This is really dark all of a sudden. And then other than that, after I read this, I picked up Horror Movie. Did a clip for you guys yesterday that you would have already seen with like a lot of my thoughts. Horror Movie follows our main character who was an actor and part of a film called Horror Movie that never ended up making it to the outside world. It never ended up going through and being released as a movie. And now in like the present day, we're following this actor as the movie gets like a reboot because there was like a cult following for like the clips that were leaked online, and we follow like that reboot happening as well as learning what happened in the original movie. So far it feels very, very light on the horror, which I think I can be okay with because I feel like these were light on horror, but I feel like there's not deeper discussions going on. This feels just like very psychological, but not in like a metaphorical way. I think I want, when a book is light on horror, I think I want the horror then to be a metaphor for other things, and then we discuss those other things. I think that's really what I want in my horror. I think that is something I probably could say is a big theme in a lot of my favorites, is this like metaphor for other things, or it has to be like this fast-paced, action-paced like slasher or something. And I'm enjoying Horror Movie, but I'm not loving it. I'm excited to see the ending. I think that there are elements that I could really like if it like pulls an ending out of the park, but I don't think it's going to be. I think this book is what it is, and I like it. I don't love it. I don't want to DNF it. I'm like enjoying and having a good enough time with it, but it's not going to be a new favorite. I don't think I'm going to be like purchasing the book to have on my shelves, but I'm excited that I tried Paul Tremblay. Actually, actually own another book by him. I think, is it Cabin at the End of the World that I own downstairs? So I do need to read that at some point. And I'm happy that I didn't hate this. Like, I didn't hate his writing style. And I am someone who has learned that, like, one author's book could not work for me and another one could. Like, for example, Rachel Harrison is in my hand. I like both of these, but I've tried 2 other stories from her and I didn't like either one of the other ones. And so since I don't hate the writing style, because that could be an issue, but since I don't hate Paul Tremblay's writing style, I think that I could love something from him in the future. So that's exciting. I'm picking up another book probably too. I actually picked up Soul Searching 2 days ago, but I'm only like 4 chapters in, so I just hadn't talked about it yet. But I might do some reading today because I don't think I'm heading over to the house this morning because I feel like shit. So I think I'm gonna give my throat a little bit of a break and maybe go over this evening if people are over there, or tomorrow. I'm gonna do some editing too. I need to edit like my wrap up and stuff. So I might read more of Soul Searching today, which is the new Lila Sage. I'm predicting 5 stars from this. The first 4 chapters, I really like both characters and the writing, so we're feeling good on that one. This vlog is like all over the place because that's just kind of how my brain is right now, not gonna lie. Like, I just like, I'm feeling way too many things. Literally my clothes were starting to smell, so I'm doing laundry right now because like house renovating just takes over everything. So thanks for hanging out for a bit. I watched the Love Island finale this morning. I know there's a lot of talk about how people are not happy with the outcome, but I do feel like a game was played and I enjoyed it, and I thought there was really good social game from the people who won, and I think that they were one of the more deserving ones. But I'd be intrigued to know your thoughts on Love Island winners if you watched. And then also, if you have recommendations for books like these 3, I would love them. Love, because I'm in a horror mood right now, but I want to read this again. I want to read one of these. Theo has stolen my box, but we got a package. I picked a good day apparently to be sick to stay home because I got a huge package that I was not expecting. If I can unget it from my cat. Look, this thing looks massive. I opened it up. I was like, what the heck is this? I forgot. Well, I didn't forget that I ordered these. I just wasn't expecting them for a really long time. We have 2 boxes from Illumicrate. And now Theo has a box to play in. I wonder if I put it up here, if we can catch it on camera. Theo. Theo. Just digging inside the box. Who cares about me when there's cats? He's literally trapped her in there. Like, she's still in there. She can't get out now. Her head is like pushing through him. Okay, Miley likes boxes, but Theo loves boxes. Which one should I open first? Okay, let's do... I know what they both are. They say they're labeled. This is the Fire Ending trilogy. I was so happy when I saw that these were still on sale at Illumicrate because I love these editions and I literally loved this book. Here we have The Final Strife, which is book 1. The artwork. Look at that artwork. How pretty is that? Book 2 is The Battle Drum. This looks so cool. Oh my god. That artwork is stunning. Same with that. I'm so happy I got these. Oh my god. And the last book, The Ending Fire, I have not read yet, but I cannot wait. I know I'm going to love it. This art, oh my god, this beautiful editions. I'm so excited that these can sit on my shelves now as I'm absolutely enjoying the series. It's going to be a favorite series of mine, and I love that I have these beautiful editions now. They're gonna look so nice on the new shelves in the new house. Theo has moved on to box number 2. These ones are the Bone Season, which is another series I absolutely loved this year. Let me get stuff out before you jump in. Okay, we have the Bone Season. I love this stunning purple. And that artwork is also absolutely stunning. Same with like the Naked book is very, very pretty. I love that these feel so different than the covers we have right now, but yet they still really, really fit the story. That is beautiful. Knowledge is dangerous. Once you know something, you can't get rid of it. You have to carry it always, is the quote on the back. These are stunning. The My Mortar is the second book, and this blue is so rich and beautiful in person. I love the coloring they did on these. It's so pretty, every little detail. Again, the inside is stunning as well. That's also some fun artwork right there. Like, the spines are also stunning. Give them paint and they will paint over the anchor. Give them a stage and they will shout out treason. Give them a pen and they will rewrite the natural order, is the quote on that one. And then I only got the first 3. They're releasing the next books later on. But then we have the last one, which is not the last book, The Song Rising. This green is also, it's just so rich. Like, the colors, like the tones go really, really well together. They did such a good job. They like feel moody like the story does, but also beautiful like the story does. I really, really like these, and I just like truly love that is stunning. I truly love just like how they look different but still carry the series in them. Like, they feel brand new, but like there we have them together, and like, doesn't that look beautiful? I also think these are gonna look so stunning on my new shelves, especially if I do the dark shelves that I'm thinking about. That is stunning. I'm so happy these came today. I wasn't expecting them for so long. I like them more in person than I did originally, so that's really, really good. I think they did such a beautiful job with these. I like Illumicrate stuff, I think, quite a bit. Every book that I've gotten from Illumicrate has always felt very, very good and very beautiful. I can't get over the My Mortar. I think this one's really stunning. Like, the blue is just beautiful. Like, all the little hidden details in these too. Like, I could stare at these covers forever and just like figure small things out that relay back to the story itself. Very happy with my little book haul. I can't believe these all came today. Okay, I took yesterday off because my throat hurt. It still hurts, but it feels a little bit better today. So I'm back at the house to do a bunch of painting. We are in our kitchen, which is also just kind of like a dumping ground for construction and stuff. Since it's kind of a room that doesn't need a lot of work, it's like easier to keep things in here than have to like move things constantly. Like, all my dishes are technically in already. Let me get my work shirt on. Where is it? This side? Where is it? Oh, right here. It's literally on my boob. I got paint on me, so we're back to paint. I don't know what else I've already said. I have an eggnog iced latte, which is my favorite thing in the entire world. Eggnog is out for Thanksgiving here in Canada. I'm sad that it'll go away for a couple weeks before it comes back for Christmas, but at least I get it for a little bit. I'm gonna finish horror movie today. I only have an hour left, and then I'm gonna have to start another audiobook because the plan is to paint my library first, like to prime that. But there's a bunch of upstairs that also is ready to be primed. It's a big painting day for us. Also, one thing I want to point out is my nice wood cabinets. If you know anything about me, I love wood. That's what she said. But not in the Taylor Swift way, in the house way. I love wood tones everywhere, and I was so happy that these were real wood cabinets. They are the like orangey wood, which is not my favorite, although I have a plan and I think I could really like them once like renos are done. I want to replace the counter and the backsplash and go super white with them, and I think that'll make these look really, really nice. But if it doesn't, I will stain them. I cannot fathom when people paint wood. I say that as someone who's going to paint wood downstairs, but like my kitchen, the wood is so beautiful in my opinion. I love just like wood tones. So this was like a thing that I saw in this kitchen and I went, yes, that's like forever. I think it's also why I love our wood beam ceiling. I just like love the richness and the warmth and the coziness of wood tones. I think it goes really well with my white walls that everyone above me is hating on. The entire generation that birthed me is like, why would you paint your whole house one color and why is it white? And I'm like, I have a vision and you will like my vision when you see it come true. It might be in 4 years from now because I don't have money, but the vision will be there one day and I'm working towards that vision. Okay, let's finish horror movie. I'm gonna switch to my other vlog because I'm vlogging the library. It might not feel like I worked at all, but I did because I worked in that vlog instead of this vlog. It's really echoey in this room because it's kind of big and there's literally nothing in it. But I just finished horror movie and my throat is really starting to hurt. I'm gonna go take an Advil. Horror movie, I think, was just a 3-star read for me. Pretty much everything I've already said just kind of continued on. I just feel like it was a lot more psychological than what I prefer. I feel like there wasn't like the spooks and the scares and like this tense feeling. I kind of knew the direction of the story the entire time, but I liked the movie part of it. It just didn't really feel like a horror book to me, but it did have horror elements to it, but it felt a little bit more literary, more psychological to me. I enjoyed it, didn't love it. It's going to be a 3-star. I need to pick another audiobook to read, and I'm not sure what do I read. A horror book, a romance book, a romantasy book, unsure, but I have barely made a dent. I mean, it's only been an hour, but I have the baseboards in the room all done. So like I've cut in right above the baseboards, but I still have to do the whole like roof area and stuff like that. And then I have to like actually prime. I'm literally sitting on a lawn chair. Welcome to construction. You can see all the holes we fixed back here on this wall. I'm tired. Oh my god, I'm tired. I just took a lunch break from starting to prime. I was just cutting in and it just took everything out of me. It's also partially from being sick. I can like feel the sickness starting again. Like I can feel it getting worse in the day as like the day goes on and as I'm putting more energy into things. Not the smartest decision. I'm normally someone who likes to lay in bed when I'm sick and like heal as fast as possible. I think that we need to be nice to our bodies, and if you're getting sick, your body's telling you something most of the time. However, I want to move in. And there's so much that needs to be done that I just don't have the ability to be sick. Well, I do, but I'm just like, let me give it my all for like 2 days and then I'll just die for a bit, okay? I ended up deciding to like swerve. I'm still in the mood for something dark, so I didn't want to swerve like too much, but I decided to swerve and pick up a romance. So I picked up Leather and Lark, which is the sequel to Butcher and Blackbird. I know I'm so behind on the times, I haven't read this. Personally, I liked Butcher and Blackbird, but I didn't love it, and I was really nervous to continue, especially because a lot of people say that Leather and Lark is their least favorite. However, the second I didn't love Butcher and Blackbird, my comments were filled with people telling me how much they actually liked Leather and Lark, especially if they didn't love Butcher and Blackbird. And I'm here to tell you that all those people were correct for me. So far, I am loving this one compared to the first one. I'm 6 chapters in, so I'm not super far in, but I just feel like right off the bat in Butcher and Blackbird, I complained about the lack of chemistry I felt, and then the time jumps really got to me. But the time jumps have continued, but I think they feel better, especially because I feel like the chemistry between these two people leagues better. Like I am obsessed with it. I love how they talk to each other, like the little like quips they have back and forth. I think it's incredible. So far, really liking both of them and vibing with them, so I have lots of hope for this one. Okay, back to work. Give it my all. Push really hard today, and then tomorrow I'll die a little bit, but that's okay. I told you I was sick. Okay, I have been very sick since last time we talked. Apparently, pushing through, not a good idea, because since last Tuesday, literally a week ago, I have been sick in bed, and I'm still not feeling good. You can hear it, but I needed to get out of the house. I needed to spend like 10 minutes doing something, not laying in my bed. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna come over to the house and see what's been done, because while I've been sick, Nick and both of our dads have been in here working and painting. And so I think the painting is almost done. I just haven't seen it. So let's go see it together, I guess, and update you on Leather and Lark, and then probably end this vlog. I want to get my first reaction, so I'm recording myself. Oh, there's a ladder there. Okay. Oh, it looks really good. Oh. Okay, Nick thinks it's too pink, but I think it's stunning. Obviously that one hasn't been painted. Oh my god. No, it's beautiful. I see what he means, because like you can see that these are like white and that's not white. But the idea is to paint these so that they match this color. And I think it looks really good with the roof. Oh, I really like this. The kitchen! Oh my god, I love. Oh my god, that's stunning. Oh my god, my vision is coming to life in this kitchen. Like, I feel like changing that for the kitchen made all the difference to me. It really made the wood look even nicer. Oh, okay. How much is done? I can't get over the kitchen. Like, that looks so nice. People are probably, if you're not anti-White House, you're probably like, what the fuck? But I think it's actually stunning. Oh, it does look very gray in our master bedroom. Oops, I touched something. It does look a lot grayer in here just based on the lighting, but I still think it looks really good. Oh my god, I'm in love. We're fixing trim and stuff. There's still a lot to be done. I'm just staring at the way it looks. It's only one coat. I know another coat has to be done, but like the way it looks with the kitchen cabinets is beautiful. I don't know if this is straight. Okay, I am actually obviously obsessed with this paint color. I think it looks so good. I have to convince Nick to love it because he's very unsure about it. He thinks it's a little pinky, and I do see that, especially with the baseboards being so white, but I think it looks really good with all like the warm toned woods we have in this house. And I think as I pull in more of those colors, it'll look really good. I know like this is the color of our couch right now, which is not a forever couch, but it is for now. I'm thinking I want like chocolate, like a rich chocolate brown pillows maybe to go on here. And I think that will look really nice. I'm really excited to get to like decorating, and I'm hoping I can vlog a lot of that before I leave for my trip. I leave, oh my God, I'm really hot. I leave to go see the girls on the 24th. Oh, so that's really soon. That's like 10 days from now. So I don't know how much I'll get done in that time, especially if I'm still sick. I might need to do some online shopping. This is nowhere near move-in ready yet either. We were hoping to be moved in before I left. Like honestly, we expected to be moved in like a week and a half ago, but everything takes way more time than you expect. So it's fine. So maybe we won't be moved in until I get back, which is okay. Like that just happens, and it's not like either of us are being kicked out of places, and I'd rather like have it perfect before we move in. But whenever we start doing that, obviously I'm gonna keep vlogging all of that. I'm really excited to like vlog making this my house, like making this my home. I'm excited to like share more of like Nick. I'm excited that he'll be in things more often. I'm excited that I can do like fun little things, like Nick chooses my TBR because like he'll be upstairs and I can just be like, hey, come downstairs and film this with me, or like we can talk about like things we're watching or things like that. I'm just excited for you guys to experience my love of him a little bit more, because I think that everyone will love him too. I think like he has a big personality and he is so funny and sweet and crazy. He's definitely a little unhinged, which like if you're following me, I am also unhinged, so like it makes perfect sense. But I think that you will all love him as you meet him more, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just be in this new era of my life and take it one step further. We've been dating for like 8 or 9 years, so it's about time we took a step like this. But Nick always wanted to own a house, so we always knew that living at home longer meant saving money and things like that. Like he was always like, I don't want to rent, I want to own. And it paid off because now we have this beautiful house thanks to him, not thanks to me. I have money spending habits that are not good and they have to change. But yeah, I'm definitely so excited for that. I definitely gonna need to do some decor shopping. I've been on Facebook Marketplace like crazy. I know I want to hit up some thrift stores and things like that. Talking is not good for me, so I should probably wrap this up because I'm still pretty sick. I just really want to keep yapping. I feel like I haven't talked to a vlog in 7 days, and it's probably the longest I've ever gone. I'm starting booktube and I missed it. Like I missed you guys. I missed talking to you. I miss like just sharing my life with all of you. Even though my life the last 7 days has been watching TV. I binged Wayward. Excellent. If you like a like thriller, horror, spooky, sci-fi-ish show, watch Wayward. It's on Netflix. It's like a limited series. It was so good. And then I binged Wizards Not on Waverly Place. I don't know, like the spin-off series to Wizards of Waverly Place. And it was so good. I was like, I don't know what to watch. I loved Wizards of Waverly Place. You know what? I'm just like not concentrating that much. Let's put this on. It had every vibe that I felt as a kid watching Wizards of Waverly Place, but also felt like adults could watch it too. Like it is Prime Disney Channel. It feels like a show for kids, but also a show that the adults can enjoy, which is, I always think kids shows or movies done well do that. It had the Russo family spirit. Like if you were a Wizards of Waverly Place fan, like that was my favorite show on Disney Channel. I was a Alex Russo stan. I mean, think about the books I read. I loved Wizards of Waverly Place, and I think that it really is fun. Like I plan on watching the next season when it's released. I will watch it. Like this ain't a kids show anymore. Like this is Cassidy's show. Oh, and then I caught up on Tracker because I was behind on that, like that one. But now I'm watching Desperate Housewives because I've never seen it all the way through. I've only seen like episodes here and there, and I always knew it would be a show I would love, but I was just like not the demographic at the time. Not that I'm fully the demographic now either, but I have been really, really enjoying it. It's a little cuckoo and a little dated, but like I can appreciate so much of what it does. And I mean, my favorite shows, the Real Housewives like reality TV franchise, was actually started because of this show. Like that was like the reason that idea started going, and you do see the correlations. I think it's a lot of fun to see that. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Also, this is a curtain that came with the house. I get new curtains for everywhere slowly. They left us all of their curtains and I hate them, which is okay. They're gonna go up for now because curtains are expensive. But if anyone has any like good suggestions to buy curtains, let me know. I really need to wrap this up. Oh my god, let's talk books. Okay, I'm not done Leather and Lark yet. I have about an hour of listening time left. I want to say I'm like 70% in. I'm actually gonna end this vlog after this clip, I think, and you'll have to see my thoughts in my wrap up, just because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this book, just because I am sick and I'm not reading and I need to get a video out. But I do know that I'm pretty sure this will be a 3.5. I liked it better than Butcher and Blackbird. The my wife micro trope just really works for me. Anytime a man is like, get away from my wife, and like, you know that they're not like absolutely in love yet, but like he's fallen hard for her, and that moment is like, oh yeah, he's got it bad, obsessed. And then even when it's like later and he's saying my wife and they're like madly in love, it still gets me every single time. I don't know why, because like I am someone who said like I don't need to get married or anything like that, but my wife just works on me so well. I think A Marriage of Convenience is just like my all-time favorite way that reluctant allies to lovers works. I think that it just is top tier for me, because I think it is a really reasonable way to see people work together and start to come and understand each other. And I think it really worked in this one, especially with their like instant attraction at the beginning, and then how they separated because of what happened, and then how now they're forced to come back together. It felt like a really realistic way of them being forced to get to know each other. I'm really just repeating myself at this point. I have sick brain, okay? But I feel like it just felt like very natural for all the moments to happen, because of course they have to live together. Of course they have to be seen out in public. Of course they have to make people think that they love each other for like this situation to work. Fake dating, marriage of convenience, arranged marriages, they just seem to work for me, and I always find that they're fun. I always find that the chemistry works really well in them, and so this one did not let me down for that. I had no idea that this is what it was, to be honest, going into it. I feel like no one ever talks about what Leather and Lark is, or the third book. I always just knew what the first book was. I understand why people don't like this book as much. It feels very different than Butcher and Blackbird because of what Butcher and Blackbird is with like the humorous side of like the serial killers. I don't think this one is funny the way that Butcher and Blackbird was funny, but it's funny in a different way for me. It feels more true to like your typical enemies to lovers, snarky, funny. Butcher and Blackbird was a little bit more campy with like the serial killer part, and I feel like you definitely do lose that in this one. So like I get why people don't love this one as much as Butcher and Blackbird, but since Butcher and Blackbird didn't work for me, this one is my favorite. I definitely enjoyed this one a lot more, and I will read the third book, and then I think I will also read Bryn Weaver's new series, Tourist Season. I'm actually thinking that one will really work for me because I know that it's now like a series following the same couple, and one of my issues with both of these books was I felt like the relationship felt a little bit rushed. So I'm happy to follow like the same couple for a little bit longer. I just think there's a lot going on in her stories with the serial killer or like the mafia or things like that, that I feel like they could be a little bit longer and we could spend more time on a little bit of like the plot. I say plot lightly, and not feel so rushed. Another complaint I had was just with the audiobook. I hate the way the female narrator laughs. Drove me up a wall. But other than that, I've really enjoyed this. I do have some left, but I don't think my feelings will change at all. It's been just like a good time read for me, and it was really easy to read. So I think I can feel happy ending this vlog here. I'll leave some other videos on the screen for you to check out. I'm too sick to like pinpoint a specific one, but there'll be some videos up here. And if you'd like to leave me an emoji just to say you were here, leave me a key emoji, like a little house key, and have yourselves an absolutely remarkable day.